Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, it's Avengers Animated. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it.
Welcome to May 17th. It is a Thursday and we're doing Avengers Animated.
That's right. We're going to focus on the two Ultimate Avengers movies. You've probably seen them around if you're like us. You know, I saw them a while ago, but I've seen them recently, like in Best Buy or whatever. And it's kind of one of those things that maybe you guys are wondering what they're like, if they're worth it. The two Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2, so Ultimate Avengers and Ultimate Avengers 2, they both came out in 2006. And then there's also Next Avengers, which came out 2008, I believe, and it focuses on the kids of the original Avengers, or
which is interesting.
Most of them. All three of them I would recommend. They're all a lot of fun. They're all on Netflix right now, which is cool. So the Ultimate Avengers and Ultimate Avengers 2 definitely focus on the ultimate world, the ultimate world where Nick Fury's black, and that's really the huge difference to me.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
What else? What other difference is there, I don't know.
Clothes are different.
We've got the standard, the two Pims, Giant Man and Wasp, and we've got, T'Challa shows up in the second one. In fact, it revolves a lot around that, but Hulk and Thor, of course, and Iron Man, and who else? Captain America, obviously. Who else is there? I think that's it. And Nick Fury, of course.
Yeah.
So, and this was before Iron Man, so I had kind of a feeling that they were testing the waters with this, and that we may be able to attribute them revitalizing the Avengers partly because of this, just in a small way. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they had already decided, and this was their first step, like I say, to test the waters, to warm up people. But, because in 2008, we got Iron Man, and that was a great success and whatever. They had obviously success with X-Men, but Avengers was kind of dead for a while. Really. Besides the comic, and there's nothing else coming out that I knew of.
All right.
So anyway, I think they're solid films. I have a lot of fun. It's also the same kind of feel as the movie, but not as good as the movie. The movie was awesome. The live action movie.
The one that we just saw.
But the animated has the same kind of feel, especially the first one where they're trying, they're getting to know each other. Pym is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yes, he is.
And, they're just feeling each other out, Iron Man and Captain America. Iron Man is like, oh, I work alone, and, whatever. And also, they really set in stone that archetype of Iron Man, Tony Stark, that Robert Downey Jr. would take on so well, that mantle. It really feels like the same character.
Oh, yeah, they even kind of have the same voice almost.
A little bit, yeah. And of course, Tony Stark has always been kind of that, quippy playboy, but it feels like it plugs right in. In fact, I had to make sure that it was before the first Iron Man, which it was. So, anyway, and then we talked about Next Avengers a little bit as well, so we'll share that. That one is definitely centered on, it's more kid-centric.
Yes.
It's centered on the surviving children of the fallen members of the original Avengers. And it is interesting. It's more interesting in what it provokes in me. Wow, that would be kind of cool to see, like, the classic team and now their kids and how they work.
Yeah.
You got male kids that are now female and vice versa. Actually, we really only have one that's supposed to be female that is male, and then one that's male that's, because Thor's daughter.
Right.
And then Pym's son. Wasp. It's more like Wasp. So their son.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah.
But it would have been really funny if, or not funny, but fun if they had made T'Challa's son, which I can't remember his name, in this.
Oh, yeah.
If they had a daughter, that would be cool to me. Because, obviously they're the patriarchal king and whatever, and now all of a sudden it's a female that's inheriting the throne or something. I don't know. That would have been interesting to me. But anyway, so we see.
Who was the mother? Because it never really.
Storm.
Yeah, that's who I assumed it was, but you see her hand and it kind of looks.
Yeah, it does look very white,
yeah.
but obviously we know it's Storm. Plus, he has electricity powers, so.
Yeah, but I don't understand that either because it's not like.
Okay,
Storm.
well, I'm going to assume that it's Storm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
And then we do see the Hulk and whatever, so we see a lot of them. There are a few surviving members that we get to have fun with.
Right.
And then yeah, whatever. We see this new dynamic. You know, of course, Captain America's son is again, he's supposed to be the leader or whatever. Which, whatever. It would have been interesting to see someone else take that mantle, maybe. But whatever. It was fun. I mean, you liked it, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were looking for me. Yeah, no, I liked it. Which one do you want to talk about? Let's go back.
Well,
to...
I like the first two more. They're more serious.
Ultimate
they're
Avengers.
certainly not nearly as serious as like, you know, because I also credit like the Dark Knight for making the Iron Mans, and then because the success of that spurned these more realistic
okay.
films,
Gotcha.
you know, kind of thing.
Batman Begins, right?
So whatever, but it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more adult. It's still, you know, definitely kid friendly.
Yeah.
It's a little more adult. I mean, you know, it's fan service because it's like we see Thor drop his hammer, and then Hulk is able to pick it up, and the first time he picks it up, it's like ah! But then of course he kind of like pretends like it's nothing afterwards.
Yeah,
so
that
kind of irritating.
bothers me.
But whatever. It was still fun, you know, see Hulk and Giant Man and like, I'll crush you a little bit, and then like, whoa, he like bending his fingers back and then like choking it, like grabbing his throat. And
Yeah, that was cool.
This is a lot of fun. But,
especially when the Hulk is involved, because the Hulk is a loose cannon and he'll fight everyone. It doesn't really matter who.
Yeah, he's in all three. So
yeah, yes, he is. He's done in all three. And next Avengers is a lot of fun. It does have a bit of an adult feel to it, even though it is centered around kids and has, you know, is tailored for kids.
Does it?
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, you have Ultron, who's like destroying the entire world or recreating it, you know, and it's all down to these kids, and it's a whole lot of, can they do it? Are they really? They're going to get themselves killed, is what's going to happen, but obviously they don't, because that.
But it has such a like high school vibe to me. I just don't. I don't see it as adult. But
yeah, I think it.
All right. Well,
I think the ideas behind it are very adult, because you have do we tell him, Tony? Yeah, I guess so, right?
I suppose.
Yeah. So Iron Man's there, and he's raising these kids, and you know, he's not Iron Man, he's Tony, but you know, it's Iron Man. As soon as they say Tony this and Tony that, you're like, oh, that's Iron Man.
Right.
Yeah. So he's training them to be these great warriors, just in case Ultron comes, and you know, you have the one that was abandoned, and you have, you know, just a lot of very adult themes that are kind of packaged in kid form, so it's very available. So
okay, but I mean that's true about anything kid, really. I mean, because the core theme is always adult. I mean, what's adult? You know, like whatever. But anyway, they're all fun to watch. I think that adults, you know, if you like the Avengers, if you like comic movie, if you like animated movies, they should all be fun. And
yeah, they are.
Since they're on Netflix, you have nothing to lose. So yeah, I you know, if you see them in Best Buy and you have a little extra money and you're thinking, maybe I should pick them up, go ahead. I think you'd be happy.
Yeah, I think
at least the Ultimate ones. Maybe the kid one, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I would definitely get the first Ultimate one. That's I think the better of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, they're both pretty good, and they're both on Netflix. So just check them out before you buy them.
Yeah,
why not?
And this is before the. What is it? Earth's Greatest Heroes or Earth's Mightiest Heroes? I can't remember.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
One is Fantastic Four, and then one is Avengers. But anyway,
Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Yeah, Earth's.
That one's really good. We reviewed that a while ago, and I really love that. But these movies are solid too. So check them out. It's all part of the Avengers package right now.
Yeah. A lot of Avengers stuff is out there, and I think they're doing a really good job. I think a lot of the things that came out are really good.
I think Marvel is stepping up their game when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
I wish I could say the same about the animated comics, because I really hate those X-Men one. Apparently it's like award-winning. That's what the new one says. It says on the box, based on the award-winning, and then it references the first one. I hated that one. I hated it.
Which one?
The Next Generation or whatever. I don't know what it was. Remember the one where this like mouth moves and then his head moves, and it's the animated comic that was on
the X-Men animated.
Yeah, X-Men
okay.
one.
I didn't mind Iron Man Extremist.
Yeah, that was okay.
Good. Yeah,
that was okay, and the Spider-Woman was okay.
Okay,
but
well, I can't believe that one won awards. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know if that what award it won, but anyway. So hopefully they'll fine tune that and figure out what works.
The award for Out of
all this other stuff is great. The comics I've been enjoying, and the movie was awesome.
Yes.
And these animated movies are pretty solid.
Yeah,
so.
they're doing a solid job. They're doing good.
Yeah, that's one thing that DC has always done a little bit better is the animated movie. At least when it comes to like Batman and
I think
some of the Green Lantern ones are pretty good.
Okay. Apparently. Yeah, because I was gonna say the only one that I can really think of that are good are the Batman ones.
Well, Justice League ones are okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway.
Oh well, what was that one? The Justice League where they kind of have to deal with the the alternate universe with Ultron or whatever the hell his name was.
Like Doomsday or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, the one where the Batman version was going to blow up.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty
So
good.
anyway, don't be afraid to check them out.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a lot of fun. Some of them are retellings of the same story, but it's still pretty fun. It's just to see them in different lights.
All right, guys, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, tell us what you think.
Check out our wares on spiderwolf.com. Yeah, we buy t-shirts. Yay! That's what I like that we did it. So t-shirts, card game, short stories, art prints.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna have anything new coming up? No, not yet.
Not yet. We're working on stuff though. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Oh, come on! I totally hit it. It just didn't stick. I'm gonna sue Nerf. I lost a point. Actually, I didn't lose a point. You just gained one, and I didn't.
I think I'm missing one.
Next time on Do a Review, it's the movie Moon. I hate them sometimes, but I don't want to lose them.
Yeah. It's a love-hate relationship.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So now we can continue with our bloopers.
2006.
All that gets removed.
Oh, removed.
Oh, that's gonna be in the bloopers, and people are gonna be like, "What?"
We were talking about balls.
Okay. Welcome to Thursday, the 17th of May. We are doing what? Did I not say that right?
No.
Oh, we are doing the Avengers animated series. What?
Do it again.
What am I saying? Avengers,
Ultimate Avengers and Next Avengers. You can just say
some Avengers.
Avengers animated. Okay. That's what I said.
Avengers animated.
And all further. Ultimate Avengers animated.
Welcome to Do Review. We are your hosts. I am Nick and he's RJ. Let's get to it. We should totally just sing an episode.
Not this one.
Okay. We're doing the Avengers today. It is going to be great.
I would totally forget. I know I would. I'd be in the middle and then I'd totally forget. I would forget. Done by Lionsgate. Right. Done by Lionsgate. Directed by Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub directed it?
Let's go.
That's great.